Thanksgiving is here, and this is always a holiday that friends and family get together to celebrate the many things that they're thankful for. I know I've always understood what it meant, but my family has celebrated it. I've celebrated it as an adult. We love the turkey, love the ham.
And then the sports too.
Oh, definitely.
And then I think the sports has a secondary effect of attaching people to patriotism.
That's right.
You
That's
know what
correct.
I'm saying?
I have to say though that this year
has a different feel to it.
Has a mighty different feel to it, and that's because of the Dakota Access Pipeline. Treaties ignored, Native Americans being disrespected, their lands being desecrated, all in the name of oil and profit.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to look back at history, when you're far removed from it, and kind of judge the past and the people in it and the times for what occurred,
right,
with Native Americans. But now it looks like we stand under that same judgment right now, and what are we gonna do about it?
Right, and just a few days ago, the oil police that were out there were spraying water protectors that have no weapons, spraying them with water cannons, concussion grenades,
rubber bullets, tear gas. I seem to remember an armed takeover of a federal building. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Did any of that happen to them? It was an armed takeover. None of this stuff happened to them.
But those were...
And they were defending. They were actually defending somebody in their group that was a criminal, and that's all that was about. There are no criminals here.
They weren't Native Americans, though.
Oh, my bad.
They weren't Native Americans.
My bad.
Yeah. So, look, there's been a call to end this project, this Dakota Access Pipeline, and people are searching for leaders to step up and announce that this project must not go through. Bernie Sanders has been very vocal about it, the potential effect that it could have on the land and the water, the environment. Jill Stein has been very vocal about that as well. But we're still searching for more leaders. Where are they at? And I think it would be weird to, I guess, search for that in the Republican Party, because the Republican Party is the party that doesn't really believe in climate change. So they want to harness, fossil fuel, coal, that kind of technology.
Yeah, for the most part, they've considered climate change a hoax.
Right.
So you wouldn't expect them to, be standing up for people, that are protesting against a pipeline.
But the Democratic Party is supposed to be, from what I hear, the party of the people. That's what I hear. And especially since Hillary Clinton's loss, they're trying to revamp efforts to bring more people into the party.
Changing leadership.
But it's all focused on we're the party of the people. And that's the overarching message, isn't it?
It would seem to be that this would be a great opportunity to kind of show that the direction is changing actually, but we haven't heard a lot.
No, we haven't. Now, why is that? Could it possibly be because of money?
I don't know.
Possibly be because of money in politics?
Well, what does it always come down to? I think everyone knows the answer.
Right. Money in politics.
Mm-hmm.
Greenbacks. There it goes again.
You love that word, man. Greenbacks.
So there's an article on Counterpunch that talked about this issue and how it relates to the Democrats, and this is a excerpt from it. Sunoco Logistic Partners is set to acquire Energy Transfer Partners, the company constructing the pipeline, while Sunoco will oversee its operation. The owners of the company primarily consist of Wall Street firms, including Goldman Sachs. Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer has been one of the top recipients of campaign donations from Wall Street, and he has encouraged Wall Street firms to spread their donations to other Democrats. After the 2008 economic recession, Schumer received 15% of Wall Street donations to the Senate in 2009, nearly twice as much as any other senator.
what's the job of a civil servant? To ensure the well-being of the people, right? Look after the well-being of the people.
To represent
the people's well-being.
Right.
So, like, let's see, like, let's look at like a civil servant, like a police officer, right?
Right.
If what a police officer chose to get involved in was influenced, I don't know, like the outside interest, or that determined like what he like stood up for during his job, right? Would he have his job? Like if it went upon a review, would he be employed by the city or state anymore?
You're asking if he's not doing his job.
Basically, yeah. But
if he's not doing his job, should he keep his job?
Not just not doing his job, but like of what this police officer decided to get involved in on duty was influenced by outside interest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Would he have his job?
If he was compromised.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
He shouldn't have his job.
So how come civil servants at their level, you know, at the congressional level, how come they can do it but still keep their jobs?
This is why it is referred to as a deafening silence from the Democratic Party. You have only a few Democrats that are actually taking a leadership position on this issue. You have Bernie Sanders. I believe Al Franken just recently, after the water protectors were sprayed with that that cannon, that water cannon, he had sent a letter to Chuck Schumer.
And the silence is more suspicious because there's two main Democrats standing up right now. So the silence is quite suspicious.
Yes. I mean, like I said, it's deafening. The silence is so loud. How is this the party of the people and they won't speak on behalf of the people? Like
because you already know the answer to that. Yeah. Because they can't. Because
of the strings that
are attached to their lips. You know what I'm saying?
Now, there was one particular senator that it's very odd that she hasn't said anything. And her name is Senator Elizabeth Warren.
She carries the torch for progressivism, right?
Not only for progressivism, but she says that she is Native American as well. Yeah, isn't that right?
Yo, but see, let's stop and unpack that though. Let's unpack that. But why the need for people to say that though? Like, can we unpack that? Why the need to always establish this superficial connection to Native Americans? Like I'm 1/8 Cherokee,
right?
Or I'm 1/16 Navajo. I'm
some kind of credibility.
2 parts per million Seminole.
I don't know. I guess it's it's a story to tell. But actually, it is a story to tell because that's how she had learned that she was Native American. She said it was just a story that was passed down, I guess, the story that she heard about growing up from her family members. Look, I don't know if she is Native American or not, but I know when I was a kid, my mother told me that I can be anything I wanted to be, and I told her I wanted to fly, but I don't talk about it as an adult. I know that's I know that's a little silly. I know that's a little silly. But I'm just saying, I mean, even if she's not, even if she's Native American or not, this is an issue that should be talked about from a progressive senator, from a progressive Democratic senator, right? Especially one that claims that they are Native
American in some way,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
But she's silent as can be. She's as silent as Hillary Clinton on the matter.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think you shouldn't have to have some sort of familial or ethnic or racial or whatever connection.
This is just speaking on behalf of people,
to
right?
a group of people in order to see that group of people's needs are met or their interests are taken care of.
Injustice is injustice.
Universal.
It doesn't matter if it's affecting somebody with dark skin or light skin. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to speak on behalf of it when it happens, no matter who it affects.
But she gets a pass, right, for being somehow Native American in some sort of way? She don't get no pass?
She gets no pass. She gets absolutely no pass. Look, man, we've kept highlighting this issue as an emergency because it is so. Water protectors are being brutalized there. They have no weapons. I was there. They are peaceful people. They want to protect the land, the water, the air, the climate. And nobody, the leaders aren't there. The leaders that where is the president of the United States? Where is he at? It is your duty to speak on behalf of people. You are the leader of the country. And President Obama is silent as can be. Silent as the Democratic Party is.
See, you see how hard it is to actually kind of stand up for what's right.
Yeah. When you're compromised.
When you're compromised. And it's easy to give lip service, like establishing the Native American month. It's easy to give lip service when, we apologize for things in the past. It's easy to give lip service like when you're outside of a situation. But when you're like inside of a situation and you kind of have to take a stand or make a decision that contradicts, the corporate interest that is attached to you, it's very hard.
Right.
It's very hard to come out of that.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? And I think that's what we have now.
Yeah. That's where the silence is coming from.
That's where the silence is coming from. So it makes sense, because if they speak up, if they do, they will look even worse, actually. And so they're caught between like a rock and a hard place.
See, I don't want to just gloss over one of the things you said too about President Obama establishing Native American month, Heritage Month, and then he established Native American Day as well, right? Yeah. Now that was just recent. So I know. So he has Native Americans on his mind, right?
So the fact that he hasn't really said anything definitive now, I would say definitive about the situation, because he did kind of gloss over some things in an interview, but he really didn't say anything. So the fact that he has Native Americans on his mind, like, kind of makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to speak for the Native Americans, okay? But the way Will Gaylord feels is, President Obama, you can keep your damn Native American Heritage Month. You can keep that shit. How about do what's right for the people?
For the long term.